with your host, Cosmon Cal.
Create a gang is crazy. Boy, y'all better pay attention.
Every generation, there are warriors who step forward. Not with swords, not with shields, but with intellect. From the halls of Creator Gang rises a teacher, a strategist, a force of cunning wit and razor-sharp style. Cosmon Cal, teacher of the Oahspe Bible, master of the Counter-Strike, a rebuttal game feared across the league. But across the gauntlet, there's another contestant, Anu Kakarat. He brings with him the weight of physics, the power of astronomy, and the wisdom of ancient text. His mission unchanged, his purpose unshaken, to prove once and for all that God is light. Saturday, October 11th, The Gauntlet, only on YouTube. Add Titans Debate League. When Titans debate, only truth survives. Are you not entertained?
Jehovah is as near this day as in the time of the ancients. Put yourself in order, becoming one with him. And no book is so easily read as his created universe. Inspiration comes less by books than by what Jehovah wrote. His worlds read him and his works. Frame your speech and your thoughts for him. He will answer you in your own behavior and in the happiness of your soul. Great wisdom cannot be attained in a day, nor purity and strength to overcome temptation, till the growth is from the foundation. The fool will say, the sacred books are no more than man of his own knowledge could write. Yet he has not wisely imitated the power of the words of your God. Let him do this well, and behold, he will also declare my words are from me. Yes, he will recognize them wherever found. It is the will and wish of your God that all men become constitutionally capable of receiving and comprehending the highest life, and that they shall no longer depend upon any priest, church, oracle, holy book, or upon consulting the spirits, and that their behavior may make the earth a place of peace, with long life to all people, for the glory of Jehovah. To his Etherian gods and goddesses, Jehovah said, as you have founded arcs of light in my Etherian heavens, to determine the travel of my corporeal worlds, so shall my God of the earth inspire mortals to build lighthouses for man's ships that travel on the oceans, and those who travel in the ships. and those on the land shall know when a ship nears the port, even as you see my traveling earth approaching the place of Cosmo. For this shall be an illustration to mortals, that I have appointed cycles of times and dawns of times, with gods and goddesses to superintend my creations in tenderness and love, lest by chance man becomes despondent, saying, alas, Jehovah did not provide in wisdom commensurate with the magnificence of his creations. Behold, the time draws near when the nations of the earth shall course around the whole earth in ships, crossing the seas and oceans to all the places I created.
Yeah, I feel good right now. The atmospheric, green skies, the gang coming. I be in and out, so leave that thing running. Purified is preferred. Higher frequency, a higher bird. I observe on a different nerve. Breaking codes, I am the yoga. Deadly as a Ruger, straight and a shooter. Out the holster with this mudra, inoculation with the wisdom. Creator shape my prism and hit them with no schisms. Perfect. Reason turn the light up. Y'all disappointing like 9 to 5 and some write-ups. Something rearranged, let that boy cook. Organization 33, stay up in them books. Lead them boys shook. 46 divided, yeah, I'm Fort Michael. It was only rightful that I came up in this cycle. They say they gangsters, but they telling it. Step outside, take off my shoes and let the sun hit my melon. Had to relearn that the herb beat the medicine. It's the same matrix, so who you think you better than? Perfect.
Elevators on high, that's where my maker reside. I'm just his player besides my tribulation, my pride got in my way, but my God so liberating, yeah. So why you facing what you facing? It's really related, heavily sedated. Don't be for the taking, my peace I hate it. Hard to break it, they try to shake it. What come with them sides is at stake, that bill you cannot repay it. Yeah, a demon slide, I'ma have to slay it. Around pests all my life, now I ain't gotta spray it. Got that water on its way, gon' have to convey it. Got heavenly power in my house and I ain't gotta pay it. No, but spread love be my M.O.T.I.V.E. But they whining like CC, full of laughter like hee-hee. Heath Ledger go ha-ha, all the praise to my dada. I've been drinking that agua, now you might think it's sci-fi. Must been on that la-la, I'm so connected Wi-Fi. So disconnect that rah-rah like Sada. No magical, my creator magical. Friend that's an act, but I be stunting like my daddy though. Miss my daddy though, blame my father's why my family broke. Trying to break the choke, devil's thirsty till I'm grab a coke. They don't want the smoke, well I'll load them in my catapult. Wide toe, spirit got my back, that's a ladder. I am the dreaming, cold world in your freezing. We have them type of seasons, supply a reason. I tell you singing is believing. I tell you singing is believing. Now if you're dreaming, cold world in your freezing. Cover up while you're sleeping, supply a reason. I tell you singing is believing. I tell you singing is believing. Sometimes I wanna hide out, bump that I just ride out. Ain't no time to time out, gotta work and put that time in. Laugh and keep from crying, fight done throw that tile in. On my month like Shaolin, he blowing me up, I'm dialed in. Can you answer that? Stop the cheating while you glancing back. Keep enhancing that, and he'll bless you with expansion packs. Real and that's the facts, real surreal, not talking Apple Jacks. We them boys that attack, every day like every game is action packed. Yeah, I know he perfect, timing never right when I be fighting with the serpent. I know he know I see him, why he plotting, why he lurking. I just wash them, no detergent, and it's all up on the person. Put the work in, man. Cold world, leave you freezing. We have them type of seasons. We try to reason. I tell you, singing is believing. I tell you, singing is believing. Oh, you're dreaming. Cold world, leave you freezing. Cover up while you're sleeping. Supply a reason. I tell you, singing is believing. I tell you, singing is believing.
Yeah. Create a gang. FOPE this. For our people's ignorance. Salute Malachi Maccabee, Cosmon Cal, Bronze Yogi, Yare Ya. Create a gang. Peace to the goddesses. We gonna set the record straight. I know these clowns named folk, man, they a fucking joke. Naphtali tried to explain the Ark of Noah's boat. Malachi Maccabee exposed the whole shit as a hoax. She had the nerve to say the earth is 6,000 years old. And tried to use Gobekli Tepe for the Ark to know. But what you ought to know, your sources got burned like an arsenal. So pack it up and throw them scripts in the trash. Your God gets stoned to death for prophecies not coming to pass. Like America's supposed to get hit with the nuclear blast. 24 years later, we look back at you niggas and laugh. I should pick rocks and stone you niggas myself. Throw you in a lake of fire, watch your skin start to melt. Shawshan be the first to get blamed. When I heard the shots, look, left his people and ran. Damn. K. Judah, you fail to be a shooter. You not a teacher, you a tutor, hiding behind computers. Naphtali, you not ready for Mali. He exposed the gopher wood from the Ark come out of Cali. Long Beach, Naphtali better run a retreat. Your champion looking bad on these YouTube streets. When I waving the white flag as a sign of defeat. Bow down like Jehu and kiss the boot on my feet, nigga. Your Messiah can't save shit. Where was the Messiah when we was chained to them slave ships? Praying to a God in return ain't say shit. The God of war got you niggas stuck in a slave pit. Talking about that's prophecy, more like propaganda from a false god democracy. FOP for our people's edification. You not edifying but lying to the Israelite nation. Think you following God when you following Satan. Stiff-necked and stubborn like them goddamn Jamaicans. Come against Creator Gang, your doctrine's dying. When Mally cut Naphtali, she almost started crying. She ran to her husband and screamed, baby, I'm trying. That's what happens when you put a pussycat against a lion. Yeah, Creator Gang is undefeated. FOP is washed up. Y'all put y'all goddess on the front line and she got her head blown off. Creator Gang is undefeated. We out of here.
Every generation, there are warriors who step forward. Not with swords, not with shields, but with intellect. From the halls of Creator Gang rises a teacher, a strategist, a force of cunning wit and razor-sharp style. Cosmon Cal, teacher of the Oasmi Bible, master of the Counter-Strike, a rebuttal game feared across the league. But across the gauntlet, there's another contestant, Anu Kakarat. He brings with him the weight of physics, the power of astronomy, and the wisdom of ancient text. His mission unchanged, his purpose unshaken, to prove once and for all that God is light. Saturday, October 11th, The Gauntlet, only on YouTube. Add Titans Debate League. When Titans debate, only truth survives. Are you not entertained?
Yeah, y'all tap in, man. 11 p.m. tonight. You dig what I'm talking about? I should be rebroadcasting it, while the debate is going on. I'll see if I can rebroadcast it. I'm going to be on his channel, though, so I'll see what I can do about that. So we can just come over here. You dig what I'm talking about? But it may be, I'm not sure. I think there's judges. So I think there's a judge and a judge system. So, but just watch and tap in. Y'all tap in the chat and everything. You dig what I'm saying? Let's just keep rocking, y'all.
Cause I'm gonna keep it G real. I don't fuck with you cause you disrespecting me. You disrespect my hood. by telling me take off my flag, asking how gangster I was, nigga. You lucky on that day I was acting cool, cuz. I told you I ain't got time for that, but nigga, today I got time, cuz.
Creator Gang is undefeated. Creator Gang is undefeated. Know that. Know that. They not like us. Separate the real from the fake is a must. We stand on Creator and no God we trust. Team Kemi got crushed into powder and dust. Woo! Kemi looking bad now. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many men down? Look at us all running, ducking, trying to skip town. Now power one it in. You Hebrew, what you Kemi now? Siding with the people that enslaved your own people now. Chop you up into pieces and throw you in the river now. Reggie right beside you, get ate by comedic crocodile. Look, we got them running, covering square miles. Scared to death, what's left? Only to take the crown. Get smashed down on your own stomping ground. We took over like the Hicksons on your turf doing a disco. 2-stepping, no half-stepping with the info. You wouldn't even know the book of the dead, bro, if it wasn't for the translation done by my sparrow. Your time's narrow, semi-missiles blow out your arch arrows. Arches down, so goes the pharaoh. I saw him reading the glyphs like he an expert, but where he learned that from? This about to hurt. First translation came from Samuel Birch. European Egyptology gave you it first. You couldn't translate a bird to a word without looking up them European definition verbs. Y'all niggas acting like y'all blackity black, frontin' to the people, man, y'all niggas actually whack. Your pathetic comedic creation meant as a trap. The blind leading the blind with no actual facts. Jabari Osai say you softer than Sade. Come to find out he followed Yahweh. That was your execution. You par Rosicrucian. Western thought you using. You are quite confusing. Don't know what you doing. How my eye got you moving. Right now you are losing. At your wake I'm viewing. R.I.P. communion. Mummy wrapped in ruin. OSB is ruling. Science has been proven. All motion moving. You live in an illusion. Who you think you fooling? Think you need some schooling. It's like Reggie out here living in a ghost town. Walking around like I see dead people around. I don't believe in spirits, but I believe them now. Stuttering Stanley, you can have a seat now.
Stuttering Stanley, stuttering Stanley, stuttering Stanley, stuttering Stanley. Shut up, you freak.
Freaky ass Kim and they got 69 gods. Freaky ass Kim and they got 69 gods. Freaky ass Kim and they got 69 gods. 69 gods, 69 gods. Freaky ass Kim and they got 69 gods. Freaky ass Kim and they got 69 gods. Freaky ass Kim and they got 69 gods. 69 gods, 69 gods. Creator Gang is undefeated.
Hey,
Creator Gang is
yay,
undefeated,
yay,
and it's gonna
yay,
remain that
yay.
way. And it's gonna remain that way.
Yay.
What up, though?
What's poppin'?
Got the boy A1 up in here, and none other than young Prince Judah Bond up in this thing. What's going on, brothers, man? How y'all feeling this evening?
Amazing, man.
Feeling great, big brother. Peace, love, and light to the family.
That's right. You know.
Oh boy, slid on that last track right there.
Nigga, he gassed that, boy. That boy was gassing.
That nigga say, Jabari Osaze, you softer than Sade.
Yeah, that was hard.
Yeah. Cook that man.
Man. We killed
Creator Gang.
on that. And then we killed them live, bro. We won by the votes live. Right? And,
I am gonna do a poll for you too, just to have both. But I was trying to test out my judging system.
Yeah.
So you can definitely still let your people know it'll be a poll. You can go with whatever judgments you want for yourself.
Yeah, I think judges are they're because the judgment is limited by the judge and his knowledge. Yeah. So what if I'm coming with knowledge that the judge don't know?
See, even my judges asked that, because one of the judges, these judges have college backgrounds, so they were like, well, one judge was like, well, on certain things, do you think you'll need an expert in the field? I'm like, at the same time, it's their job to educate you, and we do have a fact check. So any questions that they have or anything they want fact check, they can submit that to us. It's going to be 48 hours before the results come back. Well, not before they come back. They'll send them back as soon as they're ready. But I told them, got up to 48 hours, review it. If you have any questions or even questions for like you, they could submit some questions if they need some clarity on something. I almost want to keep that limited though, because you had your time, but
you did what I'm saying, and that's why usually like in the college platform or whatever, you did what I'm talking about when they're doing literal scholastic debates. There are no judges, and for the most part, what they do is to tell who won the debate, you vote before. You dig what I'm talking about? The people even who you think is going to win.
Mm-hmm. They do it like that for some of them. Go ahead.
Yeah, and by how many votes sway either way, you can tell who won.
No, I know they have. That is
opinion.
one of the ways, because I was looking up all the different debate styles they have. They have the Lincoln Douglas debate styles as well.
Yeah.
There's like several different ones. The most familiar everybody knows is the Lincoln Douglas debate. Then they have like a CX style debate, a public forum style debate, a Socratic style debate. But like a couple of people who I have judging are registered in several different ones, so they can go there anywhere. But I'm pretty. If you look at, I don't know if you got a copy of the judging criteria. I'll drop.
I seen it on the. You put it up on the channel.
Yeah, that's pretty much the Lincoln Douglas stuff. The judges, we sat down and had a conference call, and they helped me put together a criterion for how we were going to do it. My format is different than the Lincoln Douglas. They have time specified for rebuttals specifically.
Oh, for everybody who was looking for what time, it's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, you said 11 on the intro.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I meant to say today on the 11th.
Yeah.
At 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I heard you clear. I was like, I'm like, if you want to switch it, cool with me, as long as it's cool with I knew I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying?
No, man. I thought I said 9 p.m. East. I probably meant to say the 11th is on the 11th today.
Right.
At 9 p.m. y'all. You dig on 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so 8 p.m. Central.
Gang in the building, boy. You finna pull up.
Yeah, bro. You dig what I'm talking about? We're gonna pull up. You dig what I'm talking about? Tell them the name. Put the name of the thing in the chat, bro.
What I want to do is start this. I want to figure out how we can do this. You may have to log in and just put your channel on there, but I want to start the stream from both our channels.
Right.
Tell all your people, come over here. We're about to end the stream in 5 minutes after the intros. Then we'll run through the intros and close it out on your channel, just to get your peoples over here. I want them to subscribe because you're gonna be a regular over here. Yeah, and hopefully your people come over and subscribe over here too. You dig what I'm talking about? It's just sharing knowledge. You dig what I'm talking about? No doubt. Yeah. I was trying. That's matter of fact. Let me share this link everywhere right now while you talking. If you could chop it with. Yeah, share it in the chat real quick. I got like 20 chats. I'm about to put it in right now.
Share it in the chat. So just so the people can go in, subscribe to the channel, put the notification up so they're not missing it. And y'all can bounce back and forth between the channels. You dig what I'm saying? And show some love to both. You dig what I'm saying?
Appreciate
Show some love to both channels and we'll get it cracking, y'all. This about scholarship. You dig what I'm saying? Like my young brother like to say, but man, they come to see us work.
Every time I see you, that's what you do, brother. That's what you do.
They come to see
you sweat a little bit.
Yeah, you dig what I'm saying? And this one gonna be bad. What they think I'm about to do, ain't what I'm about to do.
I'm excited. I know you've been in that back
check.
That's
not what I'm about to do. So y'all gonna be like, dang, why ain't he? Oh, I thought he was gone. And then I come with that Hadouken.
Man, knock him out the sky, boy.
Knock you up out of there. Hit you.
Knock the coins out in Super Mario, boy.
You do get what I'm talking about? Hit that nigga with that hoopty. Boy, get you one of them. Get you and your God up out of there. You did what I'm talking about? Because hey, listen, man, this is gonna be a good, interesting debate. You dig what I'm talking about? I've actually even seen people lose to these brothers. So it's not, but it's the approach, right? It's the approach. You dig what I'm talking about? And key is how you approach this topic, right? You gotta expose it for what it is. Because if you play into it, The only way you dig what I'm talking about, you play into their ideology is if it benefits yours, huh? But you gotta let people know, and it's gonna be easy work. You dig what I'm talking about? Because we're gonna get to the bottom of it, ask some very serious questions, and just expose the simple fact that they God don't measure up, huh? And then I'm gonna take it a whole nother way, because the one thing, right? It's one thing. If I'm gonna get in a debate with a person, right, about some ideology or whatever, I'm gonna try to understand before I debate where this person is coming from. So to take a debate before you know how I see the topic, right? It's not a smart, or I would just say it's an unintelligent idea, right? But that's exactly what the brother did. So what a God is, and trying to equate, we.
I got some of that. Gotta send me some of that, boy.
You don't want none of this. This will hit you back. You don't want none of this. And, no, but to equate a thing, right, that don't normally or can apply with things like God and light, right? They don't apply, right? But we accept them on the effect as a civil society, on the effect that we agree that it be used metaphorically.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if he had just simply said that God is a light is a metaphor, I can't even argue. I ain't got no argument for that. You dig what I'm talking about? But no, you said it's literal light, literal electromagnetism, right? And that's where you got a problem, right? Because you gonna have to use science to try to prove theology. And guess what? Science can't do. And then you're gonna try to put a theological spin on science, right? Guess what theology can't prove?
Science.
Come on. So you dig what I'm talking about? Exposing the fact that your God can't even be proved, right? Or can be measured scientifically, right? Is a problem. The fact that, remember, FYI for anybody, if you ever want to know if you're serving a false God or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to know if you're serving a false God, there's two quick ways to know. If your God has ever been seen,
check,
for any reason, if your God has ever been seen,
period,
false,
period.
Right now, a simple question, y'all. Anybody ever seen light before?
Every day.
Okay. All right. Right. And the second way to prove if you serve a false deity or an idol is the simple fact if it asked you for prayer. If your God asked you for prayer, it's false. Especially if you don't praise it, it gives you a detrimental outcome if you don't. Fear-based. So if your God ever asks you to praise it, and then if you don't praise it, threatens you, it's false. If your God has ever been seen, like light has been seen, then it's false.
If your God asks for sacrifices and bloodshed, it's false.
It's false. You dig what I'm talking about? So we not banging on nobody, or you dig what I'm talking about? We just speaking objective truth about it, right? And light don't measure up to the creator. And shit, God, how light gonna be God and God say he make light? But look, I ain't gonna talk y'all to death real quick. We gonna get up out of here. We ain't gonna hold everybody long, but I want to show y'all something real quick. 1 second. Right? I'm gonna let the theologian. No, I'm gonna let the theologians tell you they self.
And that track unbet het.
This crazy.
And that track set.
Track ast.
Nuke
ast.
Shoo.
Nuke set. Track ast.
And that track set.
Nuke ast.
Shoo.
And that track unbet het.
Shoo.
Yeah, that's how them Kevin niggas speaking too, man.
Hey, they did that at Jabari wedding. Man, they did that whole
In this
thing,
series
man.
of videos, we've been talking about God's existence, his reality, what he's made of, which are the types of questions wrestled with in a branch of philosophy called ontology. So we've learned that God is spirit, and that matter and spirit, though two very distinct realities, are somewhat similar as well. We learned that pantheism, which is the idea that the universe is God, isn't the biblical God. We talked about...
So the idea that God is the universe or everywhere, like they trying to say electromagnetism, isn't even theological, right? It don't come out of a religious belief, right? It come out of the pantheistic, right? So in a sense, you did what I'm talking about. They're trying to get you, if you gonna praise light, well then you gotta praise strong force. If you're going to praise light, you got to praise gravity. Huh? They are forces, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what they're saying. This is pantheistic. That there ain't just one creator, that there's a whole bunch of them. Right? Which is what he's saying photons is, that his God is photons. So ain't there a lot of photons? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And all of them are God?
Mm.
The question is oxymoronic. Light, a physical phenomenon, and God, a theological entity and belief, right? A theological religious entity, right? Can't be applied to each other. Why? Because one is physical, and in the real world, not physical in the sense that you can touch it, right? But it interacts with the physical world, right? While God, a spirit, right, is not physical and is not corporeal and does not directly interact with the physical world, showing that literally by the definition, God and light can't be the same thing.
Check.
Right? So, this is gonna be easy. And you know your bro gunning the whole time. I'm gunning the whole time. You dig what I'm talking about? Let's play a little bit more, right? Let's go back just a little bit. Let me go back. Hold on 1 second. Let me go back just a second.
Which is the idea that the universe is God, isn't the biblical God. We talked about the glory of God and how every time God showed up in the Bible, he always emitted bright light, fire. And
notice that God is emitting light, not that God is light. Huh? Is that God up here? Is this God up here? How is he light and this is a nigga? The light is around him, right? See the light around the throne?
Mm-hmm.
Let me show you something. Let me hit y'all with this, right? Because light, right, and God are not the same thing, right? The light encompasses God. Watch this. When the order was proclaimed, this is the book of Septantes, When the order was proclaimed, the all light began to gather around the throne, covering over God and the Lord. So we see that the all light, right, is covering God and the Lord. So the light and the God are separate. And what happens when the light gathers around the throne? Remember, we was just looking at it. Hold on, let me share this. Let me read it again. Now, when the order was proclaimed, the all light began to gather about the throne, covering over God and the Lord. And Jehovah, the Creator, spoke through God. Creator, through God, said, "Hear me, for I reside also with these, my lords of the host of heaven." Huh? So it is the light as a representation is not the Creator either. And it's definitely not God, because the light settled upon God.
Right.
Right? I wish I had enough time in the debate to show this. I didn't even have enough time. I'm punching so furiously in this
Right. Man. Bing, pop, boom, pop, bing, pop, bam.
Right. Type of shit I'm putting
You wouldn't understand.
Hey!
Lumping that boy up with this light concept. You can't even put God and light in the same.
Yeah, and then my thing is, why come to the faithists talking about light? Do you know just in the pages of Owaspy, light is mentioned 2,096 times? So you gonna come to tell the faithists about light? Huh? Should have did a little homework before you stuck your head over here, homeboy. Huh? You'd have stuck your head into a bear trap.
Boy.
Right?
He
I'm
don't
about
even
to
know.
play with you. Marty coddled you. Mealy mouth with you. I'm punching on your God. And it's not even personal. Right? But I want y'all to notice. Y'all notice this tonight. I'm going to be hitting his God, but he going to be the one hollering. Huh? Our house on fire, boss. Huh? Is Weez sick, massa? Huh? When he gets sick, you sick? Well, you about to be sick as a dog, because I'm about to put my foot on your God neck. And then the double part is, what's really worse is, don't nobody agree with that. Nobody agree with that. If you're saying it as a metaphor, nobody can say nothing to you. But once you try to take it literally and try to apply science to it and rationale, and you dig what I'm talking about, outside of theology, that's where you messed up. That's where you messed up.
Yeah, man. He about to get lumped up real easy work, like, you know.
Real bad. Real bad.
Yeah.
Because
and that's idolatry too. You know what I mean?
Not only that, you know I showed that. But not only that, here you go right here, Larrell Burns. What up, though?
So you trying to tell me you on here post debating, setting the stage and stuff, man, trying to coerce the audience before the debate? That's funny, man.
Shout out Larrell to Team Nugget, man.
That's funny. That's funny that you got to do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to warm the crowd up. That's interesting.
It's called promotion.
No. It's called filibustering.
I mean,
it's called built-in excuses.
Oh, built-in excuses. So
you know what I'm saying? You could have been. You could have waited to the debate. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, to concede.
To concede what?
Everything.
Right. I'm conceding, right? I am conceding nothing. I'm admitting that God is not light.
Okay.
I'll concede to God is not light.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. So
you could say God is whatever you want God to be, but we talking about base reality.
That's the problem.
Sure you can. It sound like you don't have religious tolerance.
Well then if you making them up,
hold on, brother. It almost sounds as if you don't have religious tolerance. Seeing how this country was built on the principle of religious tolerance, it would seem like you would have those type of morals in you. So anybody can claim God is what. That's their prerogative, and that's their right as a free person. Now, why do you feel like that somehow your subjective ideology about God is more valid than the next person's?
And that is the point that you gonna have to answer.
No, I don't have to answer that point because my point is already stated.
Hold on, wait a minute. I let you talk. See, the God is light theology, right? That theological myth, right?
So, brother, when you talk about God, anytime you talk about God, you're talking about theology.
Wait. We talking about God, right?
Yep.
Right. We talking about God and Him not being light, right?
Brother, that's your idea. That's your ideology. I'm not subjected to your understanding.
Hold on, wait a minute. The fact that anybody would think a thing that has a definition, right, can just be anything, right? You don't understand what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. So, like, in the end of the day, like I said, we live in a country that has religious tolerance as one of the principles, and anybody can have whatever God they want to. You can worship. You can have whatever religion you want to from whatever. You can have
It's a belief, just like the Abrahamic faith. God is light is a belief. It's subjective.
You're a free person. Your subject cannot control anybody. It doesn't work.
It's subjective.
I don't know why you think that your concept is better than everybody else. So again, like electromagnetism come from the collective idea of humanity. It does not come from one specific genre of fucking religion. It comes from many different religions because many different religions talk about God.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
When theology describes God in the form of light, glory, and these different attributes. Those are the attributes that we look for. So as far as we concerned, we are looking what God is, not who God is. We don't deal with that idol worship and stuff. And at the end of the day, say that God is light because this is the tradition, because God is always with light. When you talk about what
you choppy, bro. Your mic
the root word of divine.
You breaking up real bad, bro, because you're driving or something.
And you're just running on. Now let me answer the question. Ask a question real quick. You had made a statement that America was built on religious tolerance, right? Right? Did Christ, right, tolerate the American Indians?
Non-secular, and it's bullshit because you know damn well liberates other Europeans invaded the Americas. Like, I don't even know why you would ask such a redundant question like that.
So God actually oppressed people over their religious and cultural beliefs.
No, God didn't do that. No, God didn't do none of that. Man did that, and those people had their own concepts of God. So again, and those people's concept with God were rooted in power and force of nature. Like again, the anthropomorphizing of God is what causes the confusion. So again, when you talk about God, you're still talking about power and force.
Did you say that anthropomorphisms create confusion, but your whole idea of what a God is built upon an anthropomorphic God?
Okay, is it? Okay, so what attribute that have
That's a
what
Hadouken.
attribute has Naga professed that is a human attribute? What attribute is that?
It don't matter what you profess.
What you mean it don't
There
matter?
is a
You just said that this is what we do. You said we anthropomorphize God. You just said out of your mouth that we anthropomorphize God. So I'm asking you, what portion of our demonstration do you see the anthropomorphization of God? What
I'm
part
saying
of our
your
demonstration
whole
do you see
idea.
that?
Listen, your whole idea.
No,
of
no,
what
you
God
need
is
no,
is-
no.
hold
What
on,
you just
wait a
is what
minute.
I'm asking you
Listen,
about.
be quiet.
I'm
I heard what
asking
you
you
said.
exactly
I
what just
said
came
your
out of your
whole
mouth.
idea. Be
What
quiet.
just came out of your mouth
Do I
when
gotta
we
mute you? Do I gotta
anthropomorphize
mute
God.
you?
So
Do
tell
I
us
gotta
what part of God.
be quiet? Like I said, you dig what I'm talking about? Your whole idea of what a God is theological and taken from a anthropomorphic God. Whether don't matter what religion you is in, because all of them get angry, all of them are wrathful, all of them are vengeful, just like your God is. Your God ain't no different, right? We gonna show in real time. Your God ain't no different. What I'm saying is your belief of God is light is no different or better than anybody else who, in their religions who tell you that their gods create light. What make you think your God is better? Now go ahead.
He just said out of his own mouth that we anthropomorphize God. On Inquisition, on asking him what part do we anthropomorphize, he can't tell us. He can't tell us because we don't anthropomorphize God, brother.
Wait a minute. Do you believe God is the
No,
creator?
you saying that does not
Do you
define
believe,
what
you
part
asked
of our
me,
demonstration.
hold on, you asked
The
me
fact that you
what
said the
part do
entire
you
part, when we say light is
anthropomorphize?
electromagnetism,
I
how
asked
is
you,
that
listen,
anthropomorphizing? But
brother.
anthropomorphizing means you giving human attributes to something that does not have human attributes. So what part of light is
What I'm telling
electromagnetism
you is
is
God is light
anthropomorphizing?
is
So again, you just
oxymoronic
said the
in and
whole
of itself.
thing. You just
I gotta shut him down, man. God damn, bro. Have a little decorum, man. I'm gonna let you get it out, but this is a
what's the point
conversation.
in muting my mic?
Because
And
you
muting my
shut
mic.
up.
If you gonna have sit
Bro,
up here
you
and
gotta
talk
have some
shit,
decorum.
then why you gonna mute my mic? No,
Bro, I'm not about to argue with you.
stop.
I'm not about to
Then you
argue with you on my show.
That's the reason why you gonna get
You gonna have some
this
decorum when you
debate
around
because
here,
this bullshit.
young
Bro,
man.
tripping.
You gonna have some decorum
Bro,
around. Hold on,
tripping.
man. Hold on. Let me put Cuz in the back because I can't even get a word out edgewise, man. This is crazy. He
Yeah,
ain't
see
got
that
no decorum.
they don't understand that your ideology of what you think God is ain't. You know
It
what I mean?
ain't. I'm
All
telling you.
gods have anthropomorphic express. Oh, go ahead.
All of them. There ain't one that ain't. You're trying to say your God thinks and creates living beings. That means it's anthropomorphized. It's intelligent. We know light ain't.
Period. Energy
You
ain't
see what I'm talking
conscious.
about? As a matter of fact, for light to carry any information whatsoever, a man got to put it in there. Huh? So what I'm telling you is the whole idea of what a God is, right? You have adopted, and that idea, that theological idea, is taken from anthropomorphic gods that you've now resouped up and cooked into it. And just because you don't say it's anthropomorphized, right, doesn't mean that the idea of where you got it from ain't.
Right. What's that wrapped in light in that picture right there?
Too, man. That's crazy. You dig what I'm talking about? And this is why we needed to have a debate. Because he ain't got enough decorum to just chill out for a minute and go back and forth.
Hey, Cuz.
And you ain't gonna never bark on me on my shit. Heels over here. Go to your wherever channel you at and go holler at yourself. You dig what I'm talking about? But over here, you gonna act like a grown man. I'm gonna make you.
Man, that boy was mealy mouthing to the camera on mute. You see that boy chompers all in the camera, like, were you still talking?
Yeah, man, I'm just trying to get a word in edgewise. Right? He asked me a question, and before I can even answer the question, he asked me another question. He think you gonna answer 6, 7, 8 questions. That's not how we do this. We're gonna take it one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Decorum, y'all. Grown man stuff. Right?
Yeah, serious business.
He's gonna lose in the debate, right? He gonna get in the debate and get beat up because I'm gonna get him erratic. This real light, this real highlight, dispels all darkness. So this is why when you're around me, he get erratic. He about to crash out. I'm telling cuz to calm down. You dig what I'm talking about? And I let him talk. It wasn't even like I was like trying to get on him. You dig what I'm talking about? Because the conversation is simple. Is God literally light? Right? Other than that, anything else you say about it, it's a metaphor. Right?
Right.
And then guess what? God is light, is theological, but it's metaphorical in its whole sense. It's not real. Right? It's not real. Which he's misunderstanding is he think God ain't in a sense real. Right?
He said, anything you want could be God. Anything you want.
No, it can't.
God could be whatever you want it to be. Nah, bro. God has a definition.
You can praise anything like it is a God. You can praise money like it is a God, but it don't make it God.
Right.
You can praise cars like they're God, but that don't make it God. It's idol worship. And guess what? So is worshiping light and photons. It's idol worship. Show that too. I'm gonna beat cuz up though.
Man. He wouldn't even let you. He asked you a question.
Man, you ain't gotta be like that, L'Oreal, man. You know, outside of this, I don't really hate you. I'm a false God killer. I'm just out here to kill your false God. And
now personally,
false God, and it's gonna die tonight.
Yeah, we got the place surrounded. Gang. Credit gang.
It don't matter. It don't matter. I don't want nobody to come out. I'm about to wipe the whole building out. What?
Light bombs.
I'm gonna turn your state into a parking lot. Wipe your whole loop. Slide it down the street like it got oil up under it. You dig what I'm talking about? But let's go on and finish and let these dudes tell you what they gonna tell you, right? About God and his light. Watch this.
And how every time God showed up in the Bible, he always emitted bright light, fire, and electricity. But does this mean that God is light? Is God fire? Is he electricity? If you've been tracking with me in my other videos, then you know what I'm going to say here. No, God is not in the forces of nature. And the fabric...
Take that with you. Yeah, take that with you on the way out. As a matter of fact, here go another one for your aunt. Yeah, you're going to get this work tonight. You ain't going to be able to overtalk me. Huh? You ain't going to be able to do the scientific shuffle. You got to sit your dumb ass right there and get beat up with your God. Sit over there and be quiet when Cosmon done with you, boy. You don't even know what he got into. A1, did you see again? He ain't never asked me what God was.
He arguing with himself.
What God was. He told me God can be anything. No, God got a definition.
Let's go.
You did what I'm talking about?
Date of the year right here.
Yeah. This gonna be fire. You did what I'm talking about. It seemed like every October I get a kill.
Damn.
Last October, I got 3 kills in one shot. We white Kim it out. Made Reggie run.
Freaky ass niggas, they got 69 gods.
Asar MK said his gods was plastic. Whooped on him so bad, he said that the sun rise in the east. Rise in the west behind Punt. I said, what? He said, we had him so dizzy, he said that the biosphere thinks man into existence. What?
They pure
Then,
comedy, bro.
You know, we stood over top. We stood over top Jabari. Huh? We stood over top that boy. and then once he got mad, Cosmo got him up out of there, lined him right up for C-Lock. Carried him out. See, what they think we talking about ain't what they talking about. And see, guess what? This is why I ain't even bringing it up. I don't want to really,
don't do it.
Let the cat out the bag and show my approach, right? But they not gonna figure my approach out. You dig what I'm talking about? And what they think I'm about to do ain't what I'm about to do, right? You ever seen a great striker, right? Let's compare it to MMA. You ever seen a great striker go in there and choke somebody out? I think that's what y'all gonna see tonight. Cause y'all used to Cosmo
make him tap
all day, and it ain't gonna be that. It's gonna be I'm gonna squeeze him to death till he ain't got no option but to literally admit God can't literally be light. That it's a metaphor, right? And if he admit that, right? If he ever even used light metaphorically, right?
Oh yeah, it's over.
That means you lost.
Right. Period.
If you don't show literal objective light, right? Doing the work of a creator in real time, because creator's still creating right now.
Right.
Right? The real creator is creating right now. So since you saying that's light, show me visible light, right? Doing the work of a creator in real time.
Can't do it. Hadouken.
Huh? They ain't got it.
You ain't got these.
They want you to run because they're gonna be trying to say Cosmo muted him, put him in the back, kicked him off. No, he left. The only reason I had the muting, you dig what I'm talking about? And first of all, I got a sovereignty button over here, nigga. I'm God over here. I'm God for real, in real time too. That's what y'all gonna learn, huh? That's what y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn that you really indoctrinated, right? If you think God made anything, right? Let me just ask you a quick question. You know what? Nope. Right? I ain't gonna let the cat out the bed. You dig what I'm talking about? But it's very objective, right? It's objective. You can't get around the fact that don't nobody believe you.
Everybody know light is generated.
Come on.
Light
is always created.
Right. In every aspect.
A created aspect of the physical world can't be the creator of all things if it depends on anything. If it depends on anything to be, right? And we know energy, aka electromagnetism, doesn't exist without what? Motion.
Right.
Right? Can't have charge without first motion. So no, charge won't create the original motion. because protons are already or electrons are already charged, but they ain't always moving. Right.
Right.
So it's not that charge must create, and then you only saying is the photon, right? It's the photon that is the God.
The way
charge created the initial motion, right? But the fact is, your God, the photon, doesn't carry a charge.
Wow.
You did what I'm talking about, and I apologize to y'all because y'all gonna hear a whole bunch of bullshit nigga babble about science and electromagnetism, and you're gonna hear all this shit, right? And don't nobody even debate that, right? Electromagnetism is light is electromagnetism, but then you made this theological leap of logic.
Hugely, boy.
You jumped all the way from science, something that can be provable, all the way to theological belief, like God is light, and then try to, you know what? Y'all done. The whole stuff is gone after this debate. I am about to gun y'all down. You don't even know I love this. Y'all don't even know I've had more debates in the last year than you've ever had debates. It's gonna take y'all some years to catch up. I got debates that ain't never even been televised. Shit, we had what 10, 14 debates last year.
Yeah, the gang
I
did.
know we had like 2 or 3 team debates.
Man, look, and ain't lost one.
Ain't lost one. Creator is undefeated.
Period.
Come on, Creator
man.
is undefeated, man. I'm telling you.
Somebody was trying to argue with me earlier this on TikTok, and you know, I was just trying. They were trying to say that the first whatever brought everything into existence was a woman, right? And I said, I was just basically telling them, like, well, all of what you see and what you can't see always was, is, and ever forever shall be. It wasn't like a, you know, a woman that was up there spinning a pot of, you know what I mean, ether water.
Yeah.
Nah, you don't see that up there.
And what we do see in creation and in nature, right, is that it takes two.
Period.
Right?
Come on, man.
You have the positive and the negative. You have the up and the down, the left and the right. You have the male and the female, not only in humanity, but in energy. There ain't no having just electric energy. You also have to have magnetic with it for it to exist. So the male and female. You got to have the positive or the going forth and the receptive.
The pulling forward toward, yeah.
Back, the pulling towards. Right? One that go forward and one that stay safe. This is why science is saying electromagnetism, electricity and magnetism are in a sense the same force. This because an electric field produces a magnetic field, right? And a magnetic field produces electricity when in motion. But guess what? That means his God don't exist without motion.
Boy, you just said something right there, man. God dog it.
You know, this is just simple stuff that you ain't gotta believe me, but just Google it real quick. Watch this. Hold on. We'll just bring it up in real time. Cosmine, we did what I'm talking about. Watch this. Watch this.
You know we're gonna check our checks and balance our balances, right?
Hold on, damn, I picked up your voice. What was we just saying?
You said electromagnetism.
Watch this.
Electricity and magnetism.
Watch this. Can electromagnetism exist without motion? Let me blow it up. Right? I ain't making none of this up. We see, watch this, and I'll bring it back because I messed up. Can electromagnetism exist without motion? Hold on, I'll redo it. Watch this. Can electromagnetism exist without motion? Right? No.
Simply put, nay, sir.
No.
No, no, no.
No, Cosmon. The true electromagnetic field cannot exist without motion. So your God needs motion to exist, sir. That debunks the possibility of it possibly being the creator, because creator is understood to need nothing, sir.
Oh man, straight
and
up.
take
Bro.
this with you, sir, on the way out the door. Get you together.
Done that boy, man. Boom, boom, boom.
Hold on,
Shots fired, bro. That's so funny, man.
You dig what I'm talking about? I mean, it's as simple as this. My thing is, how can a theological myth, be proven scientifically? And this is why, y'all, he needed electromagnetism in it doesn't matter. Light is electromagnetism. So however he's saying it doesn't matter.
Right.
But why he's saying that is he's trying to attach science to theology, right? And it doesn't work. Trick no good. Right? You can't prove science through theology, and you can't prove theology through science. They're two separate fields. One works on real stuff, the other one works on belief.
That's why he said God could be anything. Nah, bro.
No, it can't.
You keep thinking that, that theological aspect is belief based. You can believe anything, but that don't make it true.
Which shows that the basis of what you think God is comes up out of a theological religious ideology, and every religious theology on the planet has an anthropomorphic God that gets mad, that gets angry, that destroys, that repents.
A
You
man of war.
And guess what else they do? All of them make light. Every one of them gods that you trying to say is light, they say they make light.
Man, that's crazy. And the brother, man, I think he was trying to slide up out of his laws. He was trying to say, well, everybody in America got freedom of religion or freedom of
nigga.
Bro, you can't say whatever you want.
No,
Go ahead.
no, you just can't have it that way, because the whole thing is, if it's freedom of religion, why are you trying to convince us that your God is the creator?
Right.
First of all,
so he trying to slide out.
You ever notice this? You ever notice this, Prince? God is a title, not a name.
Yeah. Oh, facts, bro. I be telling everybody that on TikTok.
Right? God is a title, not a name. And have you noticed that the creator is not defined by a name, but by his function?
So by definition, you dig other than belief, religious belief, which God is like is, right? He don't know that we not religious. We not religious. Right?
Mm-hmm.
At all. First of all, religion is a thing you do, not a thing you talk about. So, in fact, the only religion that we have would be to do good for other people. That's it.
That's all. That's
Right?
the whole law.
That's it. You want to level up? Do some good for somebody else. Watch how you feel.
Man. For real. Ain't no better feeling than working together and helping somebody else as a team, as a unit, and accomplishing the goal together. That's the best.
Yeah, hey, Prince Judavar.
Yeah.
We asked right. We asked real quick. Can electromagnetism exist without motion? Right? Got a real swift little answer too. No. No, nigga.
Yeah. That's your negative, Private.
Electromagnetism cannot exist without motion. But these niggas would know that, Judavon, if they ever picked up an Owaspy, because right here in the book of the Creator, first page, first paragraph, it says all was, all is, and all shall ever be. That is past, present, and future. Huh? Meaning that right there, Creator is claiming that he is all time and space. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And the stuff that always is, that is right now, has always been.
Mm-hmm.
And that the stuff that always was, right, will always be. Right? But look what it say. If you got an Owaspy, you know this. Let me blow it up a little bit more. You know this. If you got an Owaspy, they teach us that what? Sound. The all spoke. Sound. Right? Created what? Motion. And motion was and is and ever shall be.
Got to be.
So guess what? We look out right now. This is how simple it should be. We look out right now. Is everything in motion?
Everything is.
Everything is in motion.
Down to the atoms spinning around in the
What
molecules.
creates the original motion? Sound. The all speaking, but they don't understand and that the elements make noises and produce light all on their own. And they make music. The elements literally make music. So sound is creating motion, right? That motion being positive or electric was called he and him. But look, the all motion is the speech. Right? So to prove Creator spoke, you would have to look out and ask the simple question, are all things in motion? And yes.
Right.
We got supercomputers in our pocket. We ain't got to guess. We ain't got to guess. Watch this. Are all things in motion? Yes. Everything in the universe. Everything. What do you mean everything? Well, Jehovah told you, nigga.
The all spoke.
Data sonification proves to you. Cymatics prove to you. Sinoluminous proves to you that yes, everything in the universe is in motion. Though it is often imperceptible because motion is relative.
Right.
Huh? And there is no absolute point of rest. Because guess what? That
Creator don't need no rest.
And since we know the creator is ever present, there can be no place where there is no thing. So the fact that the creator is all and produced all is the objective fact that there is no such thing as nothing.
See, he would have been better off trying to say sound was God.
You would have been better off trying to, if you was going to say a power, just say
Right.
all powers are.
Right.
But you chose the weakest one, electromagnetism.
Man. The boy slipped on a banana peel. Remember them cartoons? That's what he looked like right now.
Man, that's trying to act like thinking the wild coyote not about to hit Wile E. Coyote not about to get hit with this anvil. No matter how far he try to run away from it, that anvil still gonna find a way to land on his head.
Somehow. Oh man, he got a brick shower on the way, boy. Playing.
They don't even know I'm waiting on them. You dig what I'm talking about? Waiting on them. You know what I'm talking about? You're not gonna be able to do that. That scientific shuckabuck and all that. Well, guess what? You got to make all that scientific mumbo jumbo theological, and you can't do it.
No.
You gotta show me that science proves God. It don't. And guess what? Theology ain't trying to prove science. The question is oxymoronic. You're applying two things that don't go together. And the only way that they go together is that common thinking people, right, have agreed, right, to allow you to tell the lie or the mistruth that God could be light only on the effect or the fact that we're agreeing that you use it metaphorically.
Yeah.
That's it. We can accept God is light if you use it metaphorically. But you doubling down in the state, you don't even know how oxymoronic the statement is. One can't be the other. And light only explains attributes of a creator. See, light is a result. It's not the cause. And then you making a silly claim that you can't prove that God creates anything. I'm gonna headhunt you with that. You should have came and asked me what I thought of God was first. Because now I'm about to hit you with something none of y'all know. If you ain't over here with the gang, you ain't don't have a clue. And I'm so cold. I be punching so cold. Gang don't even be knowing what that. Just like, dang, am I even with that? Dang, I didn't even notice that. That's what that's saying. Yep.
Facts.
I'm so mean with it. I'm gonna turn around and do a whole nother scheme with it.
Yeah, man. Hey, boy, he about to, it's
boy, man. I'm
yeah,
not.
it's
I'm
about to
not.
be bad.
I love this.
Man, he about to be so hot and jibber jawing and mealy mouthing, boy, tonight, man. Look, I'm gonna get me some popcorn, man. You know, I'm talking about roll me something tight, and I'm gonna sit back and listen because I know we about to learn something on your end, but from his end, we gonna be like, oh, what? Come on, man.
And the crazy part is he's still gonna try to prove God scientifically. And then try to badmouth everybody else. God is an anthropomorphic God. Your God is an anthropomorphic. Nigga, what's the opposite of anthropomorphic?
Unseen.
Can. Well,
Immaterial.
I'm still trying to tell. Well, everybody else in religion is telling me God supposedly ain't seen, and yet he's still anthropomorphic. He get mad. He get angry. He regrets.
His God is clearly seen for sure.
Right. You should have asked me what I thought the man was. That's where in my third round, boy, bloody. It get nasty.
Yeah, man.
Because
It's
I got
not gonna be nice.
I got the ideas on the level that I'm coming from. I'm gonna show y'all, literally, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all today in 2025 why a God, right, can't be light in 2025. Why am I bringing it today? Real time. Because he is making a claim that he knows what a God is.
Mm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to show you that it is a total impossibility. It's an impossibility. It can't happen, let alone physically, right? In real time, we know God created light. Or you dig what I'm talking about in theological view. And then we know in real time, the sun creates photons. You dig what I'm talking about? And then in real talk, the sun produces our photons. Light is produced in the atmosphere of the heavens of every heavenly body. So Earth got its own light.
Yeah. Damn.
Moon got its own light. Huh? Jupiter got its own light. That's why you can see it. Why is everything around it black then?
Right.
Ain't the
So
light, all that's supposed to be lit up like the planet.
so when the photons of the sun interact with the atmosphere of any corporeal body, it produces light.
Produces light. So that means which one is really the God? Which one is really stronger than the other? Uh-oh. If I take your God, right, and I make it do something, right? If I make it show its nature,
Right.
Who is the cause?
That would be whatever's forcing it to do something.
I'm forcing it to do something. Then I'm the cause. I'm the God. Huh?
Because it's subject to you.
Because remember, a photon can't be seen, right? Until it is affected, by motion.
So something got to put it in the headlock and twist on it, get it moving.
Right. To ionize it, right? And then you can see light when the sun is on your side of the planet.
When it's polarized to one side.
It's polarized. Right? You don't see light till it's polarized. Right? But remember, if you can see your God, it's an idol.
Period.
My thing is, why wouldn't you? It's a better idea to run with the fact that your God could be the maker of light. It's actually a defendable stance. Taking that if you believe God can be the creator, but we know how religion taught us. Religion taught us that God was the creator. Religion taught us to praise a God. You got that through religion. So let me ask you, let me ask again. Who told you to praise God? Was it God?
You said before, if any God asks you for his praise or worship, it's false off top.
False. What would God, right, a high raised angelic being, right, need with your stankin' nigga prayer? Oh, give me some. I need to hit the lottery.
Earthly bound things.
Yeah,
and it's high raised.
Around here. Can you help me with this, God? What would he need your nigga prayer for to do something? I mean, why would he get up and do something that he know you can do yourself? He did it. That goes again to the fact of the very point is the fact that we know you don't know what a God is that you're confusing it with the maker of God. Huh? Don't every watch got a watchmaker? Well, guess what? Every sun gotta have. Guess what? Every galaxy gotta have. Huh?
A maker.
You gotta have a maker. Everything in the world got a maker. The grass got a maker. The tree got a maker, and it ain't man. Huh? Animals got a maker. They right? They what you call that? Repopulate and breed and all that stuff, so they can keep it going. Yeah. But who popped the first one in?
Boy, I had somebody ask me a question, man, and I could have answered. I know the concept, but I couldn't quite frame it, the answer properly. But I don't want to get off topic from the debate. But
no, go ahead, bro.
It just had to deal with the idea of the first man, because the first man, I told him that the first man and woman were actually scattered all over the earth. It wasn't just one man and one.
Anywhere that man could live, right? And remember, we never take into account the environment, right?
Right. That's where I was going to.
At the time man was created on the planet, we never take into the environment, because if he popping into the world, right? He popping into the world, and for him to exist, right? He gotta be he ain't got no clothes on. So he gotta have, right? He must be in a place, right? And the earth must be in a way that the overall temperature, even at night, would be where man could exist without fever, cold. You dig what I'm talking about? So the temperature of the earth literally would have had to been at a higher temperature. That's explained in the Gadol degree.
Right.
You dig what I'm talking about? So you dig what I'm saying?
So we talking about man scattered all over the earth, right?
Yeah. Anywhere he can live, anywhere he can live, that's where he was. Created it, listen, man, you're not dealing with no punk ass little God. We talking about the God maker. He ain't just make one little stinking nigga and one woman in BFE Africa somewhere. No, he made millions and thousands of pairs. You dig what I'm talking about? Of male and female, everywhere that man could exist, and per where they are, and the light in the area where they are, so are their skin colors. And this is where the quote unquote races of man, that's a misquote. There's only one race. Huh? There's one species. You could call it a separate race, but to prove that that's not in fact true, right, is that we can all interbreed.
Right. We are all one race then.
Now, in that one race, right, there are different familial lines, right? And generally, you can tell them by where they are, what they say anciently. You dig what I'm talking about? What color, what they look like. You dig what I'm talking about? But that doesn't hold weight today. You can't judge a book by its cover. You can't tell what a thing is by what it looks like no more. Why? Because there's been so much genetic admixture. But trust this, you got white skin today, right? Because you got white ancestors. Trust that you got you got brown skin today because you got brown ancestors, but that don't prove that one ain't Persian and one ain't Indian. That don't prove one ain't Siberian and one African. Just because you got brown skin, that don't make you an American nigga.
Right.
I just say ain't no more like us. They different.
Yeah, man. And so that's crazy. So let me get this right. Going back to the Gadol period, the Gadol degrees and the time of the temperature of the earth where man was first produced. This was around the same time as Simu, right? Or was that a different time?
No, it's actually in the last 6,000 years of Simu, where you get your 6 days of creation theology. This is why they say a day is like 1,000 years.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Right. It's the last 6,000 of the 24,000 year Gadol period, or the time of creation in the last 24,000 years of Hak. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, and in that 24,000 years, the last 6,000, man comes up on earth twice. Not once, twice. And this is why you get the hominid descent question, right? Because the hominids come in a whole bunch of varieties first, right? And then the hominids are more specialized, right?
What you mean?
They're like they more thinkers. You
Okay.
they still
they came after the other one.
Yeah, but they know that the hominid, there's a difference, but they don't know why the difference. The difference is one is more refined by breeding more closely together and interbreeding the lines. You dig what I'm talking about? So through hybrid vigor, the species gets a little better, but it's a little more refined. So now it's not all these great variations. Now it's only 5. Homo erectus, Homo habilis, Neanderthal, Denisovan, Hobbit. You dig what I'm talking about?
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? When it used to be 25 of these damn things. Well, how is it only 5? And you saying these are ancient ancestors?
It's like a bottleneck.
These niggas ain't no goddamn. They not the sharpest knives in the drawer. They still, even the O say they beast man. Right? So what cut the brain on? See, they don't understand that part is genetic. They don't understand that part. Right? And they really ain't gonna, they'll really flip out when you dig what I'm talking about, when you figure out really how spirit interacts with corporeality, because spirit is actually still corporeal.
Right, it's rarefied. Right.
Listen, I don't even be talking. So you dig what I'm talking about? I don't want to get into it. You dig what I'm talking about? Because that's a whole nother lesson in and of itself. Well, because think about it. How else did God come down and impregnate Mary?
Had to be from spirit.
How did Zeus, impregnate deities to have you dig what I'm talking about? Io to have, or whoever he had baby with, to have Hercules. How did the god have Gilgamesh, who was 3/4 God? So guess what? He was greater than 66.6%. Is that the true mark of the beast? Remember, it says it's the mark of the beast, right? It also says it's the number of man. What if above 66.6%, right? You're larger, more beastly, right? More like the earth, right?
What you said is 66.6% physical?
Yeah, earth-like.
Oh, okay.
More towards the earth.
I got you.
Right? But when you get below 66.6%, right? By genetic admixture, right? The more that angelic side or that iron side rises, right? The smaller you get and the more intelligent and spiritual with more spiritual ability that you are or can have. See, the only knock on the ions was that they was what?
Little.
They was little. That's the only knock on them. Other than that, the people around them called them gods. Huh? They called them gods. They knew they were special. They didn't understand what was going on. That these people are having spiritual interaction. Why are they sitting there talking to you? It's a spirit talking to him right next to him. You just can't see that. Because you don't have the genetic ability to do it. Right? But when you're below 2/3 or 66%, right? You become more like a man. You dig what I'm talking about? Hold on one second. Hold on one second, y'all.
Man, that's crazy work, bro. Gotta take these notes down, man. I'll take these notes down, boy, because the light is beaming right now, boy. Peace to the Creator Gang. Gang in the building, man. You already know what it is, bro. Big bro
What's
cooking.
going on? We got up in the chat. Ruth Gator Binberg. Mary was 13, by the way. Right. You dig what I'm talking about? Weird, right? So we got to question that too. Blood Thirst, RBG, man. Stud man, what's the word? What religion is this? This ain't no religion. That's the problem. Right? Owaspi, I like to call Owaspi the great decoder. Because it decodes religion. All the stuff that I thought I knew, it's wrong, bro. Every bit of it got a slant on it. Even the true stuff got a slant on it. So they can kind of hide it. Because they'll tell you something true, right? And then demonize it. They tell you, like, for instance, right? Check this out, stud, man. They tell you that 33 is a Masonic number, and it is evil, Cosmon, and you're dealing with devilry. You are dealing Cosmony, and if you deal with the number 33, yes, it is your vertebrae in your back, but it's because Satan owns you, Cosmon. Huh? Didn't they demonize it just like that?
Yep. Made it Masonic and all.
It's Masonic. If you use it, Cosmon, you're a devil. You dig what I'm talking about? They put all the spook in 33.
Right.
Cosmon, you are a traitor against your people. If you look at the Masonic, if you even look at 33, Cosmon, you're dead. You're gonna die.
Oh man.
They'll tell you all the time, but come to find out, right? Really, you want me to tell you why they spookified it? Because they didn't want you to look at it. Because guess what? 33 is not only the key to telling time.
Really?
Let that sink in. 33 is the key to telling time. Huh?
What?
I guess I was telling you the 3 to 6 to 9. 33, 66, 99. Yes! Guess what? That correlates to music notes and colors. Yellow, red, blue. Y'all. Huh? They spookified it so you didn't look at it no more. Huh? But not only is 33 the key to learn how to tell time, it is also the key to prophecy. Oh, yeah, I'm talking about that type of prophecy. Like, yeah, nigga, on the 19th of June, 27, yeah, I'm talking about that. Basically that, right? But what y'all didn't know is not only is there multiple ways to prophesy. There's at least two. There's two ways to prophesy, and it ain't no mystical fall out the sky shit. But the second thing that religion didn't teach us and hid from us, besides the fact that you are God, you just a God in training. That's what physical life is for experience. Creator says the greatest thing you can learn to do is practice. That's the greatest action in the world. Practice. Practice being good.
Practice? We talking about practice?
Practice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Believing in a religion, believing in anything in 2025 is crazy. Why believe it when
it's crazy?
We talking about all religion. I'm telling you, it's a false God at the head of all of it.
Yeah.
We're telling you only the Creator is safe.
Period.
Ain't no religion in a sense that all good.
No.
How many people been killed? There are 3,000. Yeah, see? Which one of them is set up a town where there ain't no war? Where there ain't no hungry? Right? Where there ain't women being raped and children being trafficked. Which one of them gods set up a city to do that? So Owaspy is different. Is right now it's enlightening us to go and build that. That's the difference. See, for 2,000 plus years, you've been calling on that you wanted to create heaven here on earth. Don't you say that every single time that you say the Lord's Prayer? Our Father, not in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. On heaven as it is on earth.
Wait.
Well, true goddess today is saying, well, nigga, who ready?
Right.
Who ready? It's a difference. We not ain't no religion. We not focused on religion. That's what's up. Owaspy got a place for you for atheists. We got a place for atheists, right? But you just a little step above the unbeliever, right? But at least you above him, because at least you convinced in yourself, right? And as long as you good and you do good organically, right, without the belief of a God or any spiritual thing, then guess what? You a faithist. You already what I am. Right? What we say? Only thing you got to do is try to clean up your diet and do some good for somebody else. That's it, bro. If you can do that, if you can even rationalize,
right,
and start to think about what can I do good for other people, right? You already on the path, huh? You already on the path. So Owaspy say they got a spot for you. Jaja got a spot for you because it's unbelieving niggas like you, right? who go down there and swim with them sharks.
Right.
These unbelieving niggas like you who parachute into goddamn volcanoes. We wouldn't know how hot a volcano is if it wasn't for an atheist ass nigga. You waiting on niggas to go swim with hammerheads and great whites and breed and see. Never. We would never know none of that.
Hell no.
But trust me, nigga who ain't scared of nothing. Huh? And he a great man too, but he great in the other way.
Mhm.
Huh? The point is to be in that gray area. Huh? Where you can have high spiritual ascension and mastery and high spiritual and physical mastery all at the same time. That's called cosmon or balance.
Mhm.
Right? See, what the problem was, religion is, and for brothers like this, for Studman, you did what I'm talking about. For brothers like this, religion them did a number on these dudes. I wouldn't rock with, man. I'm look just objectively looking at, you know how many billions, not millions with an M. I'm talking about billions with a B. You know how many billions of people have been killed in the name of Christ? You know how many billions of people have been killed in the name of Jesus, Buddha, Brahma, Allah? Every one of them have killed in with to the B, billions, not millions, billions. Every one of them. I wouldn't rock with a modern religion either. You'd be better off creating your own. And y'all, that's what y'all don't know. That's what you don't know. The thing is, ain't no specific way to come to creator. Huh? He say come in fullness of heart. That's it. Believe and not believe, but know what you're talking about and be real about what you talk about to me. And then he say, by the amount of really what you believe in, what you saying, is how I'm going to answer you. So guess what? The selfish prayer don't even work. Your breath just going up your nose. No, we don't believe in anything. And everything, we know that there is a creator. Yeah, we don't believe in that. You don't believe. You believe in your ideology yourself. You just as religious as anybody of an Abrahamic faith. They're convinced that there is. You're just convinced that it's not. Huh? Both of them is subjective. Right? That's why they call us objective spiritualists. Because ain't nothing we talking about I can't point at. Yeah, we ain't got no God. Yeah, we don't praise no God. I told you I'm God. How can I know? Because guess what? There ain't a creation in all of it, right? That don't have a creator. This is how we know. It's common sense. It's logic. Somebody makes cars. Somebody makes men. Somebody makes planets. This is how we know. Why? Because there's so many of them. And they're being birthed every second. It never stops. Right? We can see the process. Huh? You ain't gonna never see quote unquote the creator. That's oxymoronic. And if you do see it, like I said, it's a false god. Right? So yeah. Don't nobody listen. I'm saying don't praise a God. So do that make me an atheist? I'm saying don't praise one neither. But you taking a step that you can't prove. You trying to say God don't even exist. You can't prove that, especially since you haven't been wise enough to imitate that power on your own. That's why you still is in belief and is just as subjective as any person in the Abrahamic faith. It's no different. They convince one way about their belief. You convince negatively the other way. right? Both of them subjective, right? Because guess what you can't do? You can't prove that there ain't no God, right? And then attempting to say that you can prove or disprove what a God is means that you're saying that you know what a God is. So hit the link. What is a God? Huh? What is a God, bro? Because how you gonna believe in something you don't even know about? I'm saying I don't think you even know what a God is, right? And if you go into that dictionary or to that Bible, that proves that you've already been duped. What is a God? Give me your idea of what it is. And if you say something that don't exist, well, then I would point at all these churches, religious people who died in the name of this entity, right? To objectively disprove that this thing do exist and it got power, right? Right. Humans made what? It's just a word, right? But it had to come from an idea, right? That initially somebody say they saw, right? Man not intelligent to make up some shit that he ain't never witnessed or didn't get a thought from somewhere else, right? He didn't make up the idea for God. No. You dig what I'm talking about? This is why the crazy part is the very first time man start writing, he start talking about God, right? Because obviously something was going on. So we can't say, right? I can't give you what others think what a God is, right? So you just think God is a word. Well, I know God to be more than a word because guess what? He has all those words in a Bible. Guess what? And he got a whole bunch of people that follow that word, right? So by the fact that they got real motion and your beliefs don't, I'm gonna go with that the God exists, right? So the objective reality that God exists trumps your belief. So this is why I'm saying it don't matter if you're an atheist. You just as subjective as anybody else. It don't matter. Right. Right. And see, this is why we don't pay you to be convinced or to think. Right? Because you would be dead wrong with that. Objectively. Just objectively. Not about what I'm saying or what you're saying. Yeah, the Bible is just a book that humans made up, right? You saying that, right? But what about the books that come before that? Did they believe in God before the Bible? Huh? That don't even make sense. Bible is just a book that humans made up. So are all books. A book is a book that humans made up. That don't mean that the information in it is wrong. You learn how to read out of a book. You think what I'm talking about? So, you know, that don't make sense. Huh? That's why I was asking what you thought. You thought it was a word, right? God is just a word. All right. It's a powerful word, right? More powerful than the belief that this word doesn't have context in reality, right? So, you know, that beats a subject, you know, objectivity beats subjectivity all day. I'll just rock with that, you know? Yeah, but salute to you. Shout out my sister Shamisha, gang in this thing. You dig what I'm talking about? Right. Cause then you know, try to tell me what I should do and how I should look at it. You don't look at it anyway. Right? Why you even care? right? And then see what they don't understand is I didn't say God didn't exist. Right? Bro, we know who wrote the Gospels, bro. So what? So what? Right? I'm saying the Gospels wasn't written by nobody. Well, somebody was written by somebody who's mentioned in the Bible. Right? But you don't know that. They ain't written by Paul. So what? Yeah. We already, man, you better go look at my channel, stud, man. Go look at my channel. You way behind, bro. Go look about 2 years ago. I did breakdowns on story called Antiquity Unveiled. Go look at the stories of I did on Paul and Marcion and Luke. Go look at the stories that I did on Apollonius and Tyana. Bro, you don't know who you talking to. Cool out. Remember, you just an atheist. You don't have any spiritual knowledge. You're just above a non-believer. You just don't believe it, right? You're just not convinced, right? And ain't nobody trying to convince no grown ass man. You dig what I'm talking about? Don't worry, nigga. You go be what you is. Right? Go look up the story of Apollonius of Tyana. Go sub to the channel, right? Because I've been noticing this, man. People will come in and hit the link just so they could, talk in the chat, right? But don't sub to the channel, man. Don't be a hater. Be a participator, man. Y'all go over there. Get it to 1,000. You dig what I'm talking about? Let's get this thing cracking, man. But go check out my stories on Apollonius of Tyana. You was asking who wrote it. You dig what I'm talking about? I'm on a whole nother level, bro. You dig what I'm talking about? Yeah, we do. I do know who Mark and Luke's author are. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. You dig what I'm saying? That's how I know, because I know. I'm not over here asking questions in belief like you, brother. I do know. And I've done tons of lessons on it. Go look. All right. Yeah, you dig what I'm talking about? Yeah, you'll come to it on your own time, bruh. You dig what I'm talking about? But don't be trying to be up here testing me like you got some spiritual acumen of any type. You are dark. You dig what I'm talking about? If you don't understand that there's a creator, boy, you lost. Right? You are just a smidgen above an infidel and a ne'er-do-well spiritually. I'm not saying you could be corporally, you could have some knowledge. You great guy too. You dig what I'm talking about? But unless you applying that, nigga, you in the darkness too. Right? So how we know you not in the darkness? And that's why you think the way you think. All right. We would have to look at your life to see, oh no, this nigga, he got a football team, basketball team. You do this and this for the kids, this and that. You did what I'm saying to offset that. Other than that, we would just look at it like I ain't just a spiritually bankrupt person. You know what I mean? We ain't tricking on that, bro. You got to do what you got to do. That's the dope part about OWASP. We don't give a damn. We don't care what your Drugian ass do. You dig what I'm talking about? Take your drunk ass to a hell nah. We ain't trying to convince you. Stay over there. Ain't nobody trying to get you to be creative gang. I'm just telling you, OWASP the dopest read in the world, bro. That's all I'm saying. Whether you pick that up or not. If a nigga can get past the cover without being interested, well then just put it down. It ain't for you. Right? It ain't for you. If you don't want to tell time without having to be holding to the Gregorian and Justinian calendar and understanding that it's really a process to telling time. Even the God of the Bible told you I made the sun and the moon to tell time, give you seasons and holy days and all that. Well, what is the process to doing that? Huh? Bible, that same Bible says missing a book that God can't find. Where is that book? of the wars against the Lord? Where is that? Anybody? Anybody? Bruh, you coming over here thinking you got this. Boy, I do you like I'm going to do this, boy, tonight? It's not what y'all thinking. We not religious. So as soon as you came over here with religious ideology trying to push anything on us, that's when I fire. You dig what I'm talking about? And no, I just be exposing niggas be off when they try to put us in a little atheistic box. You dig what I'm talking about? An atheist is just admitting that he's in the box. That's all that is. You dig what I'm talking about? That's all he's doing. Right? Because a person who believes in God know that they in the box and still understand, well, okay, it's still a God, even though I'm in the box. This atheist is just a nigga who won't admit he in the box. You dig what I'm talking about? It's still a belief. Either way. Whether it's Abraham or Chuck E. Cheese. Huh? Whether it's Abraham of Persia or Abraham Lincoln. Huh? Whatever you believe in is your belief. Right? Ain't nobody holding you for that. But then what you turn around and do or don't do by your level of ability, that's going to be held against you. I ain't got nothing against that. Yeah, I'm telling you to come up out of it. Right? And I ain't say believe in no book. So stop lying, stud, man. We know you low rate spiritually, but think about this. Listening is a skill. I was not talking about religion. I'm anti-religion. And guess what you don't do about religion, stud man? Did I sit here and explain just a little bit ago? You don't talk religion. Religion is a thing done. No, I am not using the Bible. See, you way, stud man. You just lost, bro. Chill. Right? And just like the brother said, you dig what I'm talking about? Just like the brother said, this book ain't immaculate. It ain't perfect. Ain't no book perfect. No, bro, you way lost, bro. I don't, we're not using no Bible. Not the Bible of Christ and Jeebus. And first of all, a Bible is just a collection of stories and tales and different books put together, right? The Christian Bible is another thing. Torah is its own Bible, right? The Upanishads is its own Bible. You dig what I'm talking about? So there are plenty of Bibles, right? And I'm telling you, don't believe in it. Test it. Every one of them. Which we know the atheists don't do. Right? They don't test it because they still in belief. Right? They would either know there is or know that there isn't. Right? This shows that their subjectivity. You dig what I'm talking about? It's just based on their feeling and how they and their opinion. And don't nobody care about that. That's all I'm saying. Don't nobody care about that. Your opinion is useless. This does only matter to you. You dig what I'm talking about? But look, y'all, we about to get up out of here real quick, man. Y'all know what it is. Breathe in. Let that. Hey, we up out of here real quick, man. I just need y'all to breathe in. Let that light in, man. Y'all know what it is. Because I'm Cosma, and I'm out.
We fight as a single, impenetrable unit. That is the source of our strength.
yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feel it when you feeling up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feel it up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you breathing rarefied air, oh just that John F, that Chow Mein, that Papabull, that Tao Mein, since sunset in the arc of Wayne, my brain moving like Tao Zane. So ass above, it's so below, that up and that down thing. This flow is atmospheric, I call that a ground game. See, water is knowledge, so if I'm teaching, you're learning. So how your God make a sun without vortexing current? See the pattern is ponic, I'm reaching out for my people. Oh, watch me flow through your speakers, you feel the force of the ether. And when the force gets the equal, I'm taking off like an eagle. Police popped the pastor yesterday for pushing Puerto. My DNA is Moshe. Mix that thing with higher water. My spirit rate is OTN, it's just a higher order. Got more light than Kavita. Rap a lot just like Tila. Went from sinner to saint. Shout out my big homie Sela. Got more torque than a sports car. Got more work than a door stop. And the 4 million I make, I'm giving the Dr. Umar, oh yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feeling up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feel it up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Super 7 in my rites and ceremonies. I'm married to Jehovah, holy matrimony. Confucius say, in the words of Caillou, before you hit the tomb, be a bridegroom. Only got one question for Miss Susan B. On how to last Ahuin is now a ennui. Blame my inspiration, I'm just thinking thoughts. But in the way of God's, we gon' keep it short. Why Jesus wanna kill me, Matthew 10:34. Just a couple questions that I'm needing to know. Oh, watch me flow, it's so potent. Set the vortex in motion. Super 7, I'm floating across the Aegean Ocean. Oh, you a Muslim now, so I guess you making salat. Well, I'm a Israelite, I'ma make Emet the Shabbat. Got Moses on the bumper, super slap off in my spaceship photosphere. So I stay lit, peace and light to the faith is so yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feeling up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feel it up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied